I have a part of a Dvar Torah that I didn't get to share with you, I think last week, but we've been talking about the Mishkan for many weeks now. So it's on the basin, on the Kior. And the Dvar Torah that I gave was that as the Kohanim, they were made from mirrors. Women contributed their mirrors, and they made the wash basin before the Kohanim washed their hands and their feet. They would look at the mirror apparently before they did that. So a thought I had on that was that perhaps they're about to elevate themselves in spirituality. So sometimes it's good to take a break and look at yourself beforehand, recognize what you've done well. Consistently in life, we're always moving from one stage to the next. Sometimes it's good to take a break and reflect on ourselves. So the story I wanted to share, but I was kind of short in time. I'm sharing it as a Chasidic story. It's like a famous one. It's about a poor Jew named Isaac from Krakow, and he kept having this recurring dream. Have you heard this story before? Okay, it's a good one. So he kept having a recurring dream that, what? Is it true? It's important. I don't know if it's true. It's going to teach a true lesson. So there was a bridge in Prague, and he kept having this dream that this treasure in Prague in Czech Republic, that the treasure was buried there. Each night kept coming back. At a certain point, he's like, it's driving me nuts. I'm just going to go there. So he hopped on a wagon, because all these stories always have a wagon. He got on a wagon. It took 3 days to get there. He finally got to Czech Republic. He saw the royal bridge, and he was about to go search for the treasure, where it might be, but he couldn't get through. There were all these officers all around it. So he kept trying, he couldn't get in. So he went to sleep. The next day he came back, it was still crowded. And so at one point he figured, maybe I'll just tell one of these officers, like, what's going on? Maybe he'll help me. He told him about his dream. He's having this recurring dream about this treasure that's buried underneath the bridge. And the officer looked at him like he was crazy. And the officer said, you know what? You can't listen to dreams. I've been having a dream. What was his dream? I dreamed that a guy named Isaac from Krakow has a treasure buried under his oven. And he says, you think I'm going to travel all the way there to try to find it? Don't worry about your dreams. They're nonsense. So at that moment, Isaac from Krakow realized, maybe that's why I came here. The dream sent me here to hear this gentleman tell me that my treasure's really under my oven. So immediately he rushed back. He got on his wagon all the way back, 3 days, but it seemed like no time. He got there, got to his house. His family was happy to see him. He said, I have no time for this. He started undigging underneath his oven. They're all looking like he was crazy, but in the end, he revealed a great treasure underneath the oven. That's the story. What's the message? What do you think?
No place like home.
Okay, so what does that mean?
But you can make your fortune where you are. You don't have to go great distances.
Are you going to say something like that, or? Yeah. So, and that's the overall message. That's one of the messages that a lot of times we think our blessings and all of our good is really far away from us, but sometimes it's right at home. We have to go sometimes really far out to realize what we really have. And so that's how I understand the mirrors. That sometimes we think that consistently elevating ourselves is going to connect us to something, but sometimes we have the blessings inside. We have to reflect, to look inside, and recognize all the good that we've done, and then from that place, keep growing and keep getting stronger in spirituality.